So today I'm going to show you how to change your cabin air filter on your Tesla Model 3. Now, I've only owned my Tesla for about 9 months, but because of the environment where I live, it's very humid in southern Ontario. Every once in a while when the air conditioning unit turns on, it has a musty or smell almost like vinegar. It's not something you want your passengers to smell when you first turn on your air conditioning. Now mind you, it does go away after a few minutes of driving, but that initial smell is a little bit overwhelming. So this is very simple. This is a thing that you can completely do yourself. You don't have to call Tesla. I'm going to show you the parts that I purchased. All right, so with that being said, let's get right into it. Okay, everybody, so I bought these parts on Amazon, and I'll put the links in the description. So one of the things you're going to want to get is an AC unit self-cleaning or foaming spray. And I'm going to show you how this is used. So basically, after you remove the air filters, you're going to want to spray the AC unit. And some people stop there, but what I'm going to do is I'm also going to spray and clean the air vent inside of the frunk. Okay. Then I purchased the HEPA filters. So it comes with an Allen wrench, which we'll figure that out, some instructions, and the 2 filters. So these are carbon air filters. And there's 2 because they're going to be stacked inside of the unit. They're going to end up being kind of like this inside of the car. Now, can you hear? So those are the little carbon balls that are inside. So this is definitely going to be way more advanced than the regular filters that come with your Tesla Model 3. Okay, so there's 2 of those. Now, so you know everything is going to be done on the passenger side. I would recommend turning off the air conditioning unit altogether. I just feel like if things are off, it's probably a little bit safer. So that's the first step you're going to want to do, is just turn everything off. Now it probably goes without saying that you're going to want to move the passenger seat as far back as possible. Give yourself as much room, right? And use a little light so you can see a little bit better. What we want to do here is figure out how to remove this carpet panel. So if you just start at the top and work your way around and gently tug where you feel resistance, you'll be able to remove the clips. Now it sounds like they're snapping and breaking, but it's okay. Just don't pull super hard and quick, but they will come off. And you can see on the back what that looks like. The parts we need to get to are behind that piece of plastic. It is difficult to get to. All right, so what we're looking at here is the bottom of the glove box. And you can see there's these plastic clips. There's one here, there's one there. I think there's a couple over there. You're gonna wanna use a flathead screwdriver, okay? And gently insert into the side of those clips and pop them off. There. See how they just kind of pull down? It's kind of like a release mechanism. So that's what it should look like. They just kind of stick out. Sorry about the shaky camera. I'm trying to do 2 things at the same time here. And being a cameraman with lighting. I had 4 of those clips. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I got those just pulled down. This whole plastic piece should come off, allowing me access to the glove box. Bottom. Again, gently pull. There we go. Okay. So we have a light wire that needs to be removed and a speaker wire that needs to be removed. All right, we had a little light malfunction. This little light source that I was using was actually getting hot and was melting my carpet. And I'm not too happy that I did that. Oh, that one just pulls out. To give you an idea of what it looks like. That's where the light plugs into, and you need a screwdriver to remove that. And the speaker, you don't need a screwdriver, you just pull it up. So note to self, use a light source like a flashlight. Don't use what I used because this will happen. See that right there? Yeah. That's a burn from the heat of that little stupid light bulb that I used. So there's a tip. Oh, there was only one screw. I lied. There's only one to remove, so that's good. So put that back there. All right, so you're gonna want to see this. So up in here are your two filters, right? See that white filter there? And there's a little tab. So you're gonna pull on this, and it should come out. There we go. Okay. As I'm pulling out, there's some dust coming out. That's one. And I was telling you it's stacked. So this is that other filter on the bottom. This is way more dirty. And this is why it stinks. Okay. So there's our two filters. Let's look at these closer. This is how they go in the car, right? They're stacked like that. There are some nice arrows here that show which way the filter is supposed to face. So the inside is definitely much cleaner than the part that's facing out. And they do have a smell to them. They're completely filled with dust. Like, look at that. That's nasty. These rest up against the AC unit. And that's what that spray is for. So what I'm going to do is actually just take that can and spray inside that hole that I just removed these filters from. So I'm just going to give this can a little bit of a shake. And I wish it would have came with one of those straw tips that you can put on the end here, but it didn't. But I'm sure there's some companies that do. So I'm just going to actually spray right into there. I'm just going to test on this just to give you an idea. Look, that's what's going to happen. So we're just spraying it inside where the air filters were, and it's going to self-clean. Okay? So just get right on in there. Liberally spray it in. Don't worry if it doesn't all go in there 100%, but you know, spray it in there. It actually smells really good. So I sprayed a bunch in there. I'm gonna let it self-clean. And while we're doing that, waiting for that, we're actually gonna do the same in the front. Now you're probably thinking this is a very long video just to change an air filter. And there's other videos out there that are much shorter. But I want to be sure to show you exactly how to do things properly and safely. Now, if you've never removed this plastic piece, it's very simple. Did you see how easy that came off? Okay. So this is where the air comes into your Tesla, right here. And we're going to just spray liberally that spray inside. Here, let me show you. It's dirty, see? I mean, you can wipe this down and stuff, but I have the stuff. I bought it. So I'm just gonna spray it in there. Okay? Now, a lot of people don't do this in their videos. But in my opinion, if you're gonna do something, do it right. Now, you can see it all just falling down. It's okay. Like, you might be freaking out, but it's okay. It's gonna go down into the AC unit where it is. We're gonna let that sit for 5 minutes. I'm gonna get reorganized. And when it's done, I'm gonna actually turn the AC unit on without the filters, okay? But you can see already, look at how nice and shiny and clean everything is. All right? Now, you can put the lid back on the front as well. This is all done. All right, so far so good. Actually, I can smell the difference in the car already, just from that spray foam cleaning solution. Now, just to recap, I haven't put anything in yet. See the hole? Okay, there's no filter inserted yet.
So that should be all clean because we let it sit for 5 minutes. And yeah, it's probably a little bit wet in there, but that's okay. The AC unit will take care of all that. We sprayed the intake under that plastic part in the front, so we're good to go. So the next thing I want to do is just run the AC unit for a little bit. So let's just turn that on. Okay, you know, it's probably better if we close the door. And crank it up. Okay, so run that for, I don't know, 5 minutes or so, okay? Alrighty, folks, so far so good. I let the AC unit run for a good 5 minutes. It smells amazing in here. And here's the new air filters. Alright, now, on the bottom of this particular one, it says air inlet on this side. So, that means this faces out, because the air inlet is what we sprayed in the frunk, right? So the charcoal faces in. And it makes sense too, because these tabs are required to be here on the outside when you put these filters in. So let's install those. So I'll just drop the first one in. And that falls down into position. Then you take the other one here. And I'm gonna keep that tab out, so like next year or whenever I replace it again, it's easy to grab. And there, perfect fit. And just put everything back together in reverse order. Let's crank it up on low. It smells good. I mean, I'm still smelling some of that foaming spray. It has that new smell, believe it or not. That's actually really cool. It's got that new car smell. Interesting. I didn't know that. Good stuff. That wasn't too bad. I mean, there was a couple little complicated things if you're not too flexible to get underneath the seat there, but overall very, very simple to do. And that's it. We did it. And yes, this video is probably longer than most, and I get that, and it's probably not necessary, but I just wanted to show you a little bit of intricate details that maybe some other videos don't. Now don't forget, you take your time, there's no rush to do this. I probably should have purchased an intake air filter as well. And just put it in front of that air intake there. And besides that, I mean, very successful job, except for that little burning of the carpet. That was my fault. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for all the subscribers. You know, this journey has been a lot of fun, and hope to continue and grow and make these videos for you all. And until next time, guys, enjoy driving your Tesla.